Once upon a time, there lived a close-knit family consisting of a devoted father, a nurturing mother, their 15-year-old daughter, and their 10-year-old son. With hearts heavy with both hope and uncertainty, they made the difficult decision to leave behind their beloved homeland, Venezuela, and embark on a transformative journey that would lead them towards the United States. Alejandro Garcia is a middle-aged man in his early 40s, with a gentle demeanor and a strong sense of responsibility towards his family. Isabella Garcia is a resilient woman in her late 30s, with a warm and nurturing nature. Maria Garcia is a determined 15-year-old girl with a fiery spirit. Carlos Garcia is a curious and imaginative 10-year-old boy. The family was forced to leave Venezuela due to escalating political instability and the resulting economic collapse. Alejandro and Isabella witnessed the hyperinflation, scarcity of basic goods, and rising violence firsthand. They saw their friends and neighbors struggle to find food and medicine, and they realized that staying would endanger their family's well-being. With heavy hearts, they decided to seek safety and a better future for their children in America. As the Garcia family journeyed from Venezuela, they traversed the lush landscapes of Colombia, with its vibrant green mountains and bustling cities like Bogotá and Medellin. They encountered warm and hospitable locals who shared interesting stories with them. In Central America, they passed through the dense rainforests of Costa Rica, where the air was thick with the scents of exotic flora and the sounds of chirping tropical birds. The family marveled at the cascading waterfalls and colorful wildlife that surrounded them. Upon reaching Mexico, they experienced the arid deserts of Sonora, where the scorching sun beat down on them as they journeyed on. The vastness of the desert seemed never-ending, but they found solace in the endless expanse of sand and sky. That is not to say that they have had good times. In Venezuela, the crumbling bureaucracy made it nearly impossible for them to obtain valid passports or updated identification cards. They had to rely on expired documents, their names fading and edges frayed, which raised concerns at border crossings. Each encounter with immigration officials was fraught with anxiety as they presented their tattered papers, hoping they would be accepted. They struggled with conversational English. It is a challenge to communicate effectively with people in the countries they traveled through. This language barrier hindered their ability to seek help and ask for directions. Along the way, they had encountered severe financial struggles. Their meager savings quickly dwindled as they faced inflated prices for basic necessities and exorbitant transportation costs. The simple act of securing a meal became a constant challenge as they watched their funds diminish. As the family made their way through Mexico, they found themselves in a remote and isolated area with little access to reliable transportation options. Desperate to continue their journey, they made the difficult decision to take a risky path through unfamiliar terrain. It was along this isolated route that they unknowingly encountered a group of bandits. The bandits targeted the Garcia family for their belongings. They ambushed them, demanding money and valuables. They became violent, physically assaulting them. It was a harrowing experience that left Alejandro with a head injury and Isabella with a broken arm, now penniless. Despite their injuries, they had pressed on, and after many days, finally made it to the U.S. border. They were filled with a mixture of hope and fear. They had heard stories of other migrants that got caught and deported. As the Garcia family reached the U.S. border, when they were abruptly confronted by stern-faced U.S. Border Patrol agents, Alejandro and Isabella presented the limited identification they possessed. Their documents were incomplete and outdated, which raised concerns for the Border Patrol agents. The agents took the family into custody and brought them to a detention center. The family were confused and frightened. They waited anxiously as their case was handled. Right now, the Garcia family's future teetered on the brink, oscillating between success and uncertainty. Would their pursuit of freedom and security culminate in victory, or would their journey face a somber conclusion? The pressing inquiry remained. What verdict would the immigration judge deliver?